In a press conference on Monday, Speaker Kevin McCarthy called on Democrats to take action against anti-Semitic remarks made by members of their caucus. The controversy arose after Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal referred to Israel as a racist state during a progressive conference, a statement she later retracted.
I'll just leave. Maybe I should just walk off.
Guys, can I say something? Can I say something as somebody that's been in the streets and has participated in a lot of demonstrations? I want you to know that we have been fighting to make it clear that Israel is a racist state, that the Palestinian people deserve self-determination and autonomy, that the dream of a two-state solution is slipping away from us, that it does not even feel possible. It does not even feel possible. And I want you to know that while you may have arguments with whether or not some of us on stage are fighting hard enough, I do want you to know that there is an organized opposition on the other side, and it isn't the people that are on this stage.
The Genin Conflict, also known as the Battle of Genin, occurred in April 2002 during the Second Intifada, a period of Palestinian-Israeli violence. The conflict primarily took place in the Jenin refugee camp, located in the West Bank. The conflict began when the Israeli Defense Forces launched an operation to target Palestinian militants hiding in the densely populated refugee camp. The IDF faced resistance from armed Palestinian groups, including suicide bombings and ambushes. The fighting in Jenin led to intense urban warfare, with both sides engaging in fierce confrontations. The camp's narrow streets and buildings made it challenging for the IDF to advance, leading to house-to-house searches and combat. The battle resulted in significant casualties on both sides, with many civilians caught in the crossfire. Palestinians accused the IDF of committing war crimes, alleging that they used excessive force, destroyed homes, and killed unarmed civilians. Human rights organizations documented instances of alleged atrocities, leading to international outcry and criticism against Israel. The Genin conflict further intensified tensions between Israelis and Palestinians, adding to the complexities of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The events in Jenin remain a contentious issue, reflecting the ongoing challenges in finding a peaceful resolution to the long-standing conflict.
I mean, think about what we're talking about. You just raised the one issue of what she called Israel on a week when we have the President of Israel, Mr. Herzog, coming to give a joint session on the 75th anniversary of the creation of Israel. The closest ally. Within minutes of Israel becoming a country, America recognized it. But now we have leaders in the Democratic Party. She's not just elected as a Democrat in their conference, she is a leader of their caucuses.
McCarthy challenged House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries to demonstrate that the Democratic Party doesn't tolerate anti-Semitic views.
I think if the Democrats want to believe that they do not have a conference that continues to make anti-Semitic remarks, they need to do something about it. Because they've defended these individuals time and again. The only time action has ever been taken is when we had to take the action. I think this is a role for the leader, Hakeem, to prove that, no, they're not anti-Semitic, and they cannot allow their members to continue to say what they have said in the past.
The speaker cited examples of previous remarks made by Democratic representatives, including Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, who faced criticism in 2021 for equating the US and Israel to terrorist groups, and for suggesting money influenced lawmakers' support for Israel.
This isn't the first person in the Democratic conference that has continued to make anti-Semitic comments. We've watched what they have continually to do. There are a number of them over there. Think of before what Also, Congresswoman Omar said she equated the U.S. military and Israel security forces with Hamas and the Taliban. She said support for Israel is all about the Benjamins. Supporters of Israel have an allegiance to a foreign country. Tlaib, what did she say inside their conference? That she had a calming feeling when discussing the Holocaust. Who in their right mind could even say that? Betty McCollum introduced a resolution to condemn Israel and support Palestinian terrorist organizations. These are just multiple Democrats on multiple times consistently saying anti-Semitic remarks, and it has got to stop. These are all individuals in the Democratic Conference. Do they think Israel is an evil state? Well, if they believe differently, they should take action against their own for the comments coming from their leadership within their own Democratic Party, and that's wrong.
The controversy around Jayapal's comments comes amid heightened tensions surrounding Israel's policy and the situation in Jenin. Last week, Israeli President Isaac Herzog addressed a joint meeting of Congress, leading to a significant boycott by progressive lawmakers who voiced their concerns over Israel's policies. McCarthy emphasized that addressing antisemitism should be a bipartisan effort, urging Democrats to take a stand against such hateful rhetoric within their ranks. The Speaker also referred to a recent incident involving Representative Eli Crane, who made inappropriate remarks on the House floor, prompting criticism from both sides of the aisle.
Arizona.
Well, Mr. Chairman, though that was unbelievably inspiring, my amendment has nothing to do with whether or not colored people or black people or anybody can serve, okay? It has nothing to do with color,
Mr.
your
Speaker.
skin, any of that stuff. What we want to preserve and maintain is the fact that our military does not become a social experiment.
To be recognized, to have the words colored people.
For what purposes generally seek recognition?
I'd like to be recognized to have the words colored people stricken from the record. I find it offensive and very inappropriate.
Meanwhile, Congressman Brad Schneider defended Jayapal by saying that she misspoke and she doesn't believe that Israel is a racist state.
I think I spoke to her several times yesterday. I think she understands that she misspoke. Israel's not a racist state. She doesn't believe it is. She has said that. I expect she'll clarify that even more. At the same time, we've had leadership of the Democratic Party chime in and make clear that as a party, we support Israel. Israel is our strongest ally in the world, or certainly in the Middle East, one of our strongest in the world, and the relationship is ironclad.
As Speaker Kevin McCarthy concluded the press conference, his call for bipartisan action against antisemitism resonated with the attending media and the public alike. The urgency of addressing such remarks within the Democratic caucus and promoting respect and unity reverberated through the room. His emphasis on the need for both parties to work together in the face of heightened tensions surrounding Israel's policy and the situation in Jenin struck a chord, highlighting the importance of fostering an atmosphere of understanding and empathy.